Hello, ladies. This is going to be a juicy one today. All righty. Welcome to those that are new. Thank you for listening to me. And for my seasoned listeners, thank you for continuing to listen to me. I am just here to make your life better, to make your life more vibrant, to make your life more energetic so that you can thrive after 35 and spend the last half to third of your life feeling fantastic. And let's make that a half at the age of 50, not 35, okay? All right. So today, I love doing my book reviews. This is a book I read, Aggressive Health by Mike Nash. I just looked at the thing. I tried to find it. 2005. I read this 20 years ago. And I have to say, I probably started making changes in my life. Oh my gosh, probably around this time. And this is one of the first books that I read to really stop being a victim to my health because I was sick. I was a sugar addict. I had constant sinus issues. I was achy. Um, I was in a lot of pain. I had eating issues. I had a lot of things going on. And anyway, I had a kind of a victim mentality. And he helped to set things straight. So this is what I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to empower you. I'm going to inform you. I'm going to be supportive and a little cheeky. All righty. So this is the podcast where I want to help you ditch the confusion and take control of your health. I've said a gazillion times, you are the CEO of your health. Okay, CEO of your health. Sorry, my eyes are everywhere because I have a camera and my Zoom's over here. So anyway, for those of you that are watching me. All right, so we want to ditch the confusion, take control of our health one symptom at a time. So I have been talking last week, we did a great episode on musculoskeletal syndrome and how important estrogen movement and diet is. But before you can really do any of that, I've said this, like I said, a gazillion times, you have to become the CEO of your health. You have to be important to you. All right, so this is a juicy episode. We're diving into being bold and unapologetic, okay? And no nonsense, because sometimes that's what we need. Because aggressive health, don't let that scare you. All righty, I'm going to tell you what we're tapping into here. Okay, so it's really juicy, juicy, juicy. Okay. These principles that he talked about, I don't know if I would suggest you reading this because this is why I'm doing a podcast interview. So I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts of it, but I'm going to tell you his main messages. All right. So let's get going so that we can be in menopause and make it easier. We can be stronger, more vibrant, and how about some badass? Okay. All right. So his book, the main philosophy, no excuses, no fluff. Okay. His mantra is you are the only person that can fix you. You are the only person that can fix you. And I like to say you are the CEO of your own health. You are the CEO of your own health. And you decide, because some of us want to be a victim. That's true. Some of us do not want to get better. We want to be a victim. I had to look at how I was being a victim for sympathy and other things. It was a really hard layer of my onion to peel back. Okay, but I believe it. I believe it. You are the only person that can fix your health. You are the only person that can fix you. Are you willing to do the work? And I know that's not easy to hear, okay, especially when our hormones are in chaos, but it's empowering because menopause isn't something that happens to us. It's a transition we move through. Okay, this perimenopause, menopause, it's a transition we move through. And how we move through it, these principles I'm going to share with you today can really help us. Okay, so we're going to talk about the three biggest principles he talks about in his book, and I am applying them to our midlife health journey. Okay, number one, kind of already mentioned it before, but health is your responsibility. It's 100% your responsibility. No one is coming to save you. Okay, not the government, not your doctor, not even your partner. It's your job. It is your job. It's your job to change your nutrition if you need to. It's your job to get your ass out the door and start moving. It's your job to look at your emotional discomfort, all of these things. It's your job, and it's whether you decide to spend the time to do it. Okay, I know that may sound a little harsh, but we're hitting it a little hard today. Okay, so here's the flip side though. If you are in charge, okay, you have the power to change things. That's actually pretty freeing. If you are in charge, you get to decide what you want to do, okay? And you become empowered and educated and free to make your decisions. And yes, there is a lot of confusion out there. Okay, eat before workout, don't eat after, or eat after, eat this, eat that. Okay, this is where I have said this before. If I needed somebody to draw up a will, I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to go to a lawyer. If I need my car oil changed, I'm not doing that myself. I'm going to a mechanic. I'm not going to spend the time figuring this out. If you need help, get help. Okay, get help. And I, very loving and compassion, will help you. Alrighty, I will help you. So you have to be the one to make the call, though. So for menopausal women, there is so much outdated advice. Outdated advice, right? Like just accept the weight gain, or this is a part of aging. Okay, no, it's not true. And I and many women, my gosh, there are some inspirational 85-year-olds jacking it up that were not great in their 50s and 60s. And then somewhere in their 60s, they just said, I've had enough. Okay, and they made a better life for themselves. Oh, I keep forgetting to use my mic, but I'm a very loud speaker, so this might not even make any difference. That's from years of teaching. Okay, so you get to decide what kind of menopause you want to have. You get to decide. Okay, you can have it where you don't move your body, when you're achy and pain, where you don't go and find out about your hormones, where you just complain, you play the victim, you blame it on aging, all that kind of stuff. That can be one person, or you can be like, I'm going to start learning about myself. I'm going to start taking responsibility for myself. I'm going to start with one simple shift at a time. Okay, today's the day I'm going to email Tanya. Today's the day I'm going to talk to Tanya. Today's the day I'm going to do this, whatever it is. So start tracking your symptoms, learn what foods are inflaming you, notice how you feel after your sleep, when you're stressed, movement. You are the expert on your body now, okay? You are the expert. And you have to ask yourself a question. Do I want to change it? Because I will tell you, some people do not. They want to be a victim. They want to be a complainer. They don't want to do anything about it, okay? That's up to them. Let them. Oh, we should do this book. Let them. I'll do a book review on that. I read a lot of books, everybody. Okay, let them. But let me take responsibility for my body, my life, my future, my health, my happiness, my vibrancy now. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is what you eat is either going to fuel you, or poison you. Okay, our food situation is horrific. Most people are not even eating food anymore. They're eating complete and utter garbage. If you cannot read what's on an ingredient, you don't want it in your body, okay? Or go look it up. So this is one of the cornerstones Mike talks about in his book, okay? And he does not mince his words. If your food is garbage, your health will be too, okay? If your food is garbage, your health will be too. And for us, this is massive because during perimenopause and menopause, our metabolism shifts. Our insulin sensitivity often worsens and inflammation goes up. And that means that the foods that you used to eat, okay, in your 30s, your 20s, might be throwing you off now. And so I've talked about this. I had a morning of, there are foods that I could still eat, but that I choose not to eat or to eat in way less quantity because it made me feel like kakapupu. Okay. It made me feel like kakapupu. But I will tell you something, until you become honest with yourself and sit in awareness of how food is making you feel. And I've done so many episodes on this. Like, I am an expert on emotional eating and unwinding it, and using food for like hedonistic reasons. Okay. So it is a fact that your body is going to change. And it is a fact that if you keep eating and drinking the way that you used to, it is not helping you. It is not helping you. Okay. So can you make one simple shift at a time? And Nash in here, he talks about promoting like clean, real food. Okay. And he's a big advocate for raw fruits and vegetables. I don't care if you eat them raw or cooked. Okay. I used to be raw. I've done everything because I like experimenting. So the biggest thing is to find what works for you, but you've got to have your micronutrition from fruits and vegetables. Okay. Good quality protein. Now, if you're eating good quality protein, you are getting some minerals. I'm going to dive into something later, ladies. I'm not ready to share it with you yet, but anyway, that'll be coming. So quality protein, proper hydration, ditch the processed food. Look at your alcohol content. Okay. So this is really a time where we do need to smarten it up. I'm sorry. And I've had to do it. I've had to do it. Can I honestly say that if I could eat the food and feel like I did in my 20s, I would do it if I could get away with it, but I can't. It affects my sleep. It affects my waist. It affects my anxious feelings. It affects my joints. Like, I feel the food in my body. And maybe you do, maybe you're completely unaware of it. A lot of people are absolutely unaware that when they eat something and then they feel something, there's no connection. They're not connecting. Okay. So start connecting the dots. It takes time, but start connecting them. Okay. And you really want to, what Mike Nash talks about in here is really prioritizing enzyme rich foods. So get in your raw fruits and vegetables, get in fermented foods, get some sprouts. Oh my God, this stuff is so much more available to us than it was when I started doing this adventure 20 years ago. Okay. These help support your digestion. They help reduce that sluggish, bloated feeling that many of us get in midlife. I used to be bloated all the time. I don't really get bloated at all. I used to look like I was pregnant a lot. And I have to tell you, when I'm really on my game, because I'm not always on my game, my stomach is flat. Okay. Then when I start to, I'm not going to use the word cheat, but when I deviate a little bit because of different reasons, which I've shared before, I get a little sloppy sometimes. And I feel it. My gut, I can see the inflammation in my gut. All right. So again, I'm shifting. We can't do it all at once. I go in, I come out, but I'm in longer than I'm out. Okay. So that's my shift. Okay. And then his third point is build a body that works for you. So we have got to move. I talk about this balanced menopausal workout. Okay. Strength train, some cardio, yoga, Pilates, stretching, blocking, fascia release, rolling, whatever it is. Okay. It is not just to look good. Listen, I'm vain. I love looking good. I can actually, if I drop my body fat down, I got a good 6-pack on me. Actually, I have a 4-pack. I got to work really hard to get it, but there's some vanity in there. But even more important, yes, I am saying this, and I love my jawline. So I do have some vanity, I won't lie, but I feel amazing when I work out. It feels amazing to feel good, to be strong enough to do life on my terms. Okay. And so today I taught my first class of age, strong, and mobile. You guys are, this will be a month or so later when you hear this. But I said to my ladies, I said, the hardest part will be getting here. The hardest part will be showing up in my class, because in 1 second you can talk yourself out of something. Okay, 1 second, that's all it takes. And so one of the ladies, when they left, they were so happy. They were so radiant. They felt so good. Okay, and one lady said, I almost didn't come. Okay. And because she'd had a hectic morning, her head wasn't in the game, but she left feeling so good. Okay. So I'm telling you, starting showing up is the hardest thing. And then after the first 5 minutes, you're golden. All right. So I've said this a gazillion times. I like the word gazillion today, but menopausal women, strength training is non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. Okay. You lose muscle after 40 quickly. I talked about this last week. You accelerate your bone loss. You slow your metabolism. You zap your energy. All right. Strength training will help all of those things. You don't need to become a gym rat, but if you can lift weights 2 to 3 times a week, okay, lift weights enough that you're actually putting some strain on those muscles. If you get your butt out the door and start walking, okay, you've got to start moving. Okay, move in ways that feel loving to you and powerful and lift you up. It's not punishment. Exercise is not punishment. I used to use exercise as punishment because I used to eat 6 butter tarts and then I would go to the gym and make myself do something for 2 hours to wear off all of that. Oh my God, I was on such a vicious roller coaster of overeating the wrong kind of food and punishing myself with exercise. And it was exhausting. And then I had children in my early 30s and continued to do this. And then I started to smarten up because I didn't have the same time because I had children. I was also a moody ass bitch because sugar can do that to you. And so I really started to have a serious look at myself to become the CEO of my health and to really get honest with how food and exercise. And that's when I started to really adopt these new principles, right? And so exercise movement is pure joy. I don't have to do it. I want to do it. I am just grateful that I can move my body. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. Okay. So notice your mindset on that. So you don't get energy. Okay. You generate it. And so if you are down and dumpy and lumpy and just can't do a thing, okay, doing nothing is not going to help you get more energy. You have got to get yourself moving. If you are not moving, please reach out to me or somebody else to get yourself moving. Get support. All right, that daily walk or strength training, it is not optional. It is your hormone helper. It is your vibrant energy booster. It is so important to your brain, your heart, your lungs, your body, your bone, you. Okay? So build a body that works for you. All right. So if you are not doing something and you are ready to take your midlife energy to the next level, okay, then I have options for you. All right. You have to know that you are worth it to either hire me as a personal trainer, either online or come to my studio. All right. Join my Vibrant Living Academy, where I have a beginner's start here, teaching you how to lift weights. All right. Look into, and I have others like Boost Your Bone. I have so many programs in there. Boost Your Bone. Oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. There's a little thing, but call me and talk to me and I will guide you on what program to follow. And every week I add 4 new classes. So There's everything in there at the touch of your fingertips, 24/7 for you to have access to this. And then I'm doing my Age Strong and Mobile classes in my home. So there are options for you. If you live close to me, you can come see me. If you live far away, I'm available on Zoom. And if it's not me, get somebody else. But this is my podcast, so I'm going to talk about me. Okay. So it is time for you to build your perimenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal body. It is time for you to walk around with less fatigue, fewer cravings, and more fire in your day. All right. So if that is something for you, you can email me, Tanya, Tanya, at moveyourbody.ca, moveyourbody.ca. You can go to vibrantlivingwithtanya.com. You can comment below. You can do something. Emails, probably the fastest way. All right. So I am here for you. I am your coach. I am your supporter. I want your life better. Do you want your life better? All right. So let's bring it home. He's intense. I can be intense at times too because I have so much passion. All right. But here is my message. You are not broken. You are not weak. You just need to stop waiting for permission to feel amazing. Okay. So I will help you in a gentle way and give you a powerful change. All right. Step by step, my whole philosophy is simple shifts done consistently over time. And then you look back and you go, holy smokes, look what I've created. And that's why I say about myself, these last 20 years, look where I have come from. It's freaking amazing. Okay. So you need to make that choice. You need to make that choice. Whatever you choose, it's up to you. So what are some homework things that you could do? Here's a couple. Okay. So track what you eat and how it makes you feel, not the calories, not anything like that, for 1 week. Track what you eat and how it makes you feel for 1 week. And you'll start to see patterns: bloating, brain fog, better sleep, worse sleep. Okay. And then use this data for your next action plan. Okay. Move your body. That's the name of my studio. Move your body. You know, a funny side story is that, you know how you can pick up trash on the road and you get sponsored. So I went to our council and I had signs say like, this road is picked up by Move Your Body studio, and both signs were stolen by the next day. So everybody liked the Move Your Body. Anyway, I don't know who has them, but there you go. Okay, so move your body with intention for, if it's nothing right now, 5 minutes. Work up to 20 minutes. Start at 7. I don't care. Just move your body. Walk, dance, lift, put on some music, stretch. Just get going. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it has to be consistent. And if you need help, I am here. And then third action step for you today is ask yourself daily, what's one thing I can do today to support my body, my mind, my vibrant energy? One choice. Okay. That's all it takes to start building momentum. Okay. Because midlife isn't about a breakdown. It's about a breakthrough. And I am here to help you break through. So that's it today, my friends. I hope you like this episode. Please review and share it with a fellow midlife queen who needs a little health rebellion in her life. Okay. And if you want more bite-sized tips, hormone hacks, and unapologetic support, you can come find me on my newsletter that I send out. You can listen to episodes of my podcast. I really shine with my voice. You can check out my Instagram, Vibrant Living with Tanya, my Facebook. I'm up and down on those things, but I'm very consistent with my podcast, and they are a treasure trove of information. And I'm here if you need support. Okay, I am here for you. So thank you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.